Good evening, everyone. It is May 1st. Doesn't look like it, doesn't feel like it, but it is May 1st. And we're here again at Streetlight. And we are doing a Jesus Shorts. So this particular one you'll see on May 3rd. We're going to get started. This, to me, I love doing these shorts because you can get right to the point, even if I do drag it out to 4 and 5 minutes, but it's still getting right to the point. So we're going to get started here because I think some of these are I really enjoy doing these. Anyway, we're going to get started. Episode 25. It's hard to believe we've already done 24 of these things, but we have. I want to talk about Billy Graham in this one. Billy Graham, as everyone knows, probably the greatest evangelist maybe in the history of the world. The Apostle Paul went through a lot more, but Billy Graham spoke to a lot more. I mean, mainly because he had technology behind him. So anyway, we'll talk about Billy Graham. I think Billy Graham is the epitome of these two verses. Jeremiah 29, verse 10. For thus says Adonai, after 70 years for Babylon are complete, I will visit you and fulfill my good word toward you to bring you back into this place. Now here's my wife's favorite verse, and so I'm sure many of you watching. Verse 11. For I know the plans that I have in mind for you, declares Adonai. Plans for shalom, peace, and not calamity, to give you a future and hope. He knew the purpose for Billy Graham long before Billy Graham was born, even before the earth was created. So, Billy Graham again, what if, when Billy Graham walked into this tent revival meeting, there was no place to sit. It was sold out. What if this usher, because everyone else told him he had to leave because there was no place for him to sit. This usher said, wait a minute, boys. There were two of them. They were friends. They were not Christians, never heard the gospel. Went and got them a couple of chairs and set them up. What if the usher looked at the two 16-year-old boys and thought, this is no big deal? What if he didn't find them a couple of chairs? What if they had never met Jesus? I'm getting choked up. Approximately 500 million people would not have heard the gospel. Over 200 million wouldn't have heard it in person at his revival meetings. How many would have missed the kingdom because that usher didn't have time to go get him 2 chairs? But he did. What's cool about that? Matthew 10, verse 42. And whoever gives to one of these little ones even a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, amen, I tell you, he shall never lose his reward. Can you imagine the reward that this usher is going to get? He didn't even know who Billy Graham was. Probably never knew it until the day he died. But this man is going to be so heavenly blessed because of what he did to present a man who would have never preached the gospel. So when you go out, remember that you could make a difference like this usher. You never know who it is that you're impacting. Could be a guy laying in the streets. But if you impact him and he turns his life around, who knows what Christ could do with him or will do with him or her. Anyway, I just wanted to share this because it is important. That's why he said, that's why Jesus he didn't go to the healthy. He said, I go to the sick. The healthy don't need a physician. So anyway, that's my story. I love this story. And everyone have a great night. StreetlightGR.com. YouTube at Streetlight Bible Study 4006. And please be blessed, even in these times we're facing. and we are also to be a blessing. Have a good night.